Welcome to episode 426 of the official Game Stitch podcast. I'm Ryan Walton, and as always, I'm joined by Dan Reamer.
Hello again. We're also joined by producer Gerald.
Good morning.
Yep. Three's Company. Remember that classic?
Four's a Crowd.
That classic show I was talking about?
Well, there was a spinoff of Three's a Crowd, so I guess it just depends on the company you keep on which of those is actually true.
Right. Three's Company.
Right.
Probably not a show that would exist in 2021.
Oh, definitely not.
Just sort of throw that out there before any of the haters.
No. Probably not.
Yeah, you're probably not going to see a reboot of that one. It would have to be a reimagining.
And it would have to... Yeah. I don't think you reimagine Three's Company to turn into something that's even close to Three's Company. So if it's something you're considering, here's my advice. If you're a writer and you're considering, a reworking of the classic Three's Company formula. First of all, I am not a writer. But I am an avid watcher of things that people write, or a reader of things that people write, or I even partake in the interactive aspect of things people write. So believe it or not, I do have a lot of input on this reading thing, or this writing thing. If you are considering a rework of that classic formula of Three's Company, my advice is just write something new, because essentially that is what you would have to do anyway.
Yeah, what if you kept that name, though,
Well, that's fine. I mean, keeping the name is fine. You're going to confuse people. And trust, there's going to be some old timers that are let down. So you'll be like, oh, this isn't some guy living with two hot women. What am I watching? Because,
right.
The guy's 60 and doesn't understand, that sometimes moral compasses point north.
Shout out to all the 60-year-olds that you just alienated to listen. That's a big part of our demographic is the 60-year-old male.
Well, they can go watch Three's Company if they don't like it.
Oh, they're for sure watching. Can you even catch reruns of Three's Company?
Highly, highly unlikely.
I bet that show is just gone. Probably YouTube, but that show's not on TV anymore anywhere.
I would imagine not.
Like TV Land's not banging those out at night.
No, it's for sure not on Nick at Night. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Dude, some of them old shows are weird if you watch them like in today's context.
Give some examples.
Like that.
Like Three's Company. Oh, as far as the
like Honeymooners, that show's a little rough to watch. Now.
Yeah, you're correct. I mean, there's even some movies that are considered classics that some people would consider problematic at this point.
Yeah. The good news is we've always done a mildly insensitive podcast from the very beginning.
Yep. And I think we've maintained that. I think we've stayed.
Right. We haven't wavered from that.
I don't think we've crossed any major boundaries. We're just a little. It's just kind of we're probably not as aware as some feelings as we should be.
Woke, I think you mean.
Is that what it is? Woke?
Yeah,
I thought they were calling it something else these days.
I don't know.
The woke. I didn't know that woke was still like the go-to.
Like Gerald pulled up that one that's a name tag. It says, "Hello, my name is Woke."
Hello, I am woke.
I am woke.
Because I know those things change. Like
everything changes.
Like apparently now there's a big war between like Gen Z and millennials. I think about side parts versus center parts, and
they're trying to cancel Eminem too. I know that.
Using the laughing with tears emoji versus the skull emoji for haha, I'm dead. Get it?
Yeah.
So apparently that's a big whole thing.
Sometimes, do you have issues as someone like myself who probably doesn't use a lot of emojis?
Yeah, me too.
Do you have problems sometimes with the crying face? Because I'm not sure if he's laughing or crying.
No. Because the crying one, he's definitely frowning, and the laughing one, he's definitely laughing. It's pretty easy.
But it's a lot of crying in the laughing one, like too much crying.
Well, that means
if you're crying like that with laughter, you should see a physician.
It could be. Yeah, you could be having a manic episode. I agree.
Yeah, right. That's the scary cry.
I think it would be, however, I think it would be quite insensitive to put that down for someone in the middle of a manic episode. So, what is that one on the bottom?
Which one?
You'll know it when you see it.
Well, my phone's far away. So.
The
one with the hands up for Jesus?
No, the one two to the right, where he's got a mean face crying.
He's got those crazy eyes crying.
Yeah, that's something else going on.
Yeah, see that laughter with the blue thing shooting out of the corners?
Yeah, that looks like laughter. But I get that it could be indicative of a manic episode. I do understand.
Isn't it weird that like we've accepted these are how we express ourselves? We've accepted these.
How we do it, I don't know if it's a form of. I don't know if it's accepted or if it's. I mean, it is easier.
I could send you an entire message that you might could translate through only these.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I do like that Mr. Peanut there, the one with the monocle. I don't know what the occasion is that you send it. I like that hand-drawn one with the big fat eyes. It looks super sad, too. Yeah, I like that one. Like somebody crudely doodled an emoji.
I'm having... Oh, and while we're on the topic of this, because we talked about... I mentioned how this was like the Gen Z versus millennial thing. Here is this is a little Uncle Tip from your Uncle Dan, okay?
Uncle Tip. You don't ever want the Uncle Tip, folks. I'll just tell you that.
A little tip from your Uncle Dan. If you're going to be, making fun of people for whatever, generation they're part of or whatever, then it is imperative, and I do mean imperative, that you get the generation that you're making fun of correct. As far as make sure that the person you are trying to, make fun of is from the actual generation that you're making fun of them for being from. I had this happen with my nephew the other day. Didn't go well. I almost made him cry because he tried to pull the okay boomer thing on me. He's 11. I told him to do. He's like, okay, boomer, and I said, boomer. I said, okay, listen to me. I am from Gen X. What that means is I will burn your house down and not care.
He should have pivoted and changed that to Karen.
And I said, that's what Gen X does. Gen X, what we do is we get by getting by. We survive and we don't care about anyone else. The only thing we're worried about is us getting through. So you might want to remember that when it comes dinner time. Because he was staying at my house. And I'm still not sure that he gets it, but I made my point. That's the important thing.
You got this list is weird.
What's this one? Gen X is 65 to 79? That's general.
Yeah, but in almost all cases I see, though, like millennials, I'm a millennial in most cases, but on this one I'm not.
1980 to 1994?
I'm 85, though.
Yeah, well, that's... Yeah, so from 1980 to 1994, that's you.
85 is also above there, too.
Oh, yeah. From 75 to 85. Yeah, I don't think there's a crossover like that.
I don't think so either. That's what I said. This list is suspect.
Right. I don't feel the crossover that. It's generally believed that, I'm a Gen X. It's generally believed that we're anywhere from... It varies, but you either hear 70 or 65 or 68 to generally 76 or 78.
Good news is no one likes us or has any expectations for us.
For millennials?
Yep.
Except for Gen Z. Now you're the one getting made fun of now.
That's fine.
Well, what is nice is that as a Gen Xer, and Gerald, I think you could probably... I believe you're probably a Gen Xer as well.
That's correct.
He's muted for sure.
Yeah, I was waiting. I saw his mouth moving and nothing happening. I'm like, oh. We generally get left out of these equations as these big fights, these arguments, except for when people try to call us boomers, which is just stupid and just it's a comment on your intelligence. You're making fun of yourself, okay? It's a self burn. if you do that, just so you know.
The generations thing is weird anyways, because you are who you are.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
I mean, I know there are a lot of stereotypes for generations, and you obviously see some of that, but for the most part, you don't see that.
Like in life, like they still...
Yeah. Like, I've never interviewed and someone been like, so as a millennial, like, it's never mattered.
No, but I have seen workplaces that, what's a good way to put this? Well, because, okay, as you all know, you two especially, I moved from New York to Tennessee and then went back to New York. So the job I had when I left New York, I went back to when I went back to New York. So you're talking a 5-6 year period there. And they had made changes in, like, how they did things, like the general, like in the handbook, certain, like, rules, policies, things. They had made changes to reflect the changes that, like, Gen Y and millennials were bringing into the workplace.
Yeah, but I think you'll see, I mean, that's just ever evolving. Workplaces they have to do that. But for the most part, I would say those stereotypes not for the most part, I would only assign those to just the loud minority.
Yeah, essentially the stereotype only works when you're specifically trying to stereotype.
Yeah, like there are people who you're like, for sure that guy's a whatever. Or that lady's a whatever. But for the most part, like, I don't think it matters. It's kind of like what's your sign? Like, that stuff doesn't.
Yeah.
You're a Leo, so I get it. It's like,
The only thing
I'm just I'm a nice dude.
I do, yeah, but I do think it affects. I think that was generations, and it's not the generational thing. The generation thing is basically based on, culture at the time.
Right.
So,
which is ever evolving.
Right. So and your personality develops out of, the culture at the time that you face. And I think that's where some of the generational differences come in.
But it also is the people you're around.
Which, well, yeah, but that was, let's face it, that's usually people who are in my generation.
I mean, sometimes.
But
I'll probably hang out with, or I don't hang out with anyone, let's be clear on that. I'll probably associate with more people who are not in my generation than are in my generation.
Well, associate, yes, but I'm also very good at putting on a fake smile and having a fake conversation with you.
That's the closest thing to friends I have, is associating with someone.
But see, like, for example, for me, like, Gerald and I were talking about Gen X, and we had vastly different upbringings, I'm sure. But the basic of it is that it was Reagan's America, and things were generally considered safe at that time, to the point where both parents, and that's when both parents were really first starting to go to work, to have careers or jobs, and that's where the latchkey kids come from, and that's the Gen X thing is pretty much based on, the idea of nihilism and survival, surviving on your own. But a lot of that comes from those things that happen in that culture. Like I said, as far as the latchkey kids, and I think the same can be said for all generations. In all honesty, so I think that's important. I think too often we lose that aspect of what it is. It's just like, just because you're born this time, you were brought up that way. That's a thing that happened.
Yeah, I would like to say that in all generations, some people are just assholes.
Well,
and some people are nice people.
That's true too. That's not culture based. That's a different thing. I don't know. That's what we're talking about.
But there's a lot of assholes out there, and shout out to you if you're not one.
Mm-hmm.
And
if you are one, stop it.
Sometimes I guess it's warranted, but to a stranger, you probably don't have a reason to be an asshole yet.
No, I agree with that.
And since you gave the kids just the tip earlier, I'll give you a tip too. It's typically doesn't go your way when you're asking for something and also an asshole.
Yes.
Just typical. That's where I stand on it. I don't feel extra compelled to help you as an asshole.
Right.
You know, just in life. You know, if I pulled over and was like, "Do you have a flat?" and you're like, "What's it look like, fucker?" I'm like, "All right, well, good luck with it."
Yeah.
You know, that's the attitude I'm gonna have.
Generally, if you're looking for something and being an asshole about it, I am more inclined to ensure you do not receive whatever it is you're looking for.
Yeah.
Just so
Gerald,
you know.
he's a nice guy, so he might still take care of you.
Gerald might,
but I'm not.
Me either.
Because I don't actually give a damn.
I'm going to be the guy who's like, let me see if I can find somebody to help you, and then just go about my business.
Fucking poof out there, yeah. I'm David Copperfield. All of a sudden, you'll never see me again.
I'm gonna David Blaine my way out of there.
I just fucking throw the smoke down, out of there.
I'm Batman.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many episodes we've said "don't be an asshole" or "don't be a dick," but it's too many. Too many we've had to say it on.
Oh, I disagree. I feel like it's probably not enough.
And then there are other people out there. I want to talk to you for a second. Stop being so fucking nice all the time. Yep. It's just getting you taken advantage of. You know?
There is a happy medium you have to find.
Yeah. Sometimes you've got to be a little bit of an asshole, and sometimes you've got to be overly nice, but you shouldn't be one of them all of the time.
I guess we should probably be a little bit more descriptive here. I think what Ryan's trying to say is if you're one of those people that is so nice it gets taken advantage of, and you've been told that and realize it, stop it.
They don't realize it. They never realize it. They just keep being nice, keep getting taken advantage of.
That's not true. Because
it's unfortunate.
If it's brought to their attention by someone else, and they continue it, then it's kind of a personality flaw. And
I mean, there are users out there.
Yes, there are, but they need to be nipped in the bud. That's how I feel.
It sucks because there are also really good people out there. People are still pretty trusting, even with everything that goes on nowadays. Maybe not in New York,
some people,
but in Tennessee, people still pretty trusting down here.
There's some trusting people here. I'm not one of them.
Yeah.
My wife gets mad at me when I drive. I'll slow down too quickly, or slow down way before I'm supposed to, or get over in the right lane way before I'm supposed to make a right merge somewhere. She's like, "Why are you doing that?" I'm like, "Because I don't trust anybody else, and I want to get where I'm going safely. And all those other people are assholes." That's how my head works.
I'd say 70% of those people are assholes for sure.
And if I'm already over in the right lane, then I get to make my merge. I don't have to worry about this fuck bag that's been following me for 10 fucking miles that now decides at the last fucking minute, oh, I need to turn right.
Yeah. I hate people that follow too closely in the car, even though I'm one of them.
See, I'm not one of them. 3 car links.
I am.
I always keep 3 car links.
But what I don't do is I hate people that walk right behind me, and I don't ever do that to someone else. If I'm in a store walking, and I can feel someone's breath on the back of my neck as we're strolling through there, I will lock it the fuck up and pull off of the wherever I am, and turn around and give them lock eyes with them, go ahead. Clearly, you're in such a big hurry, and the only way to navigate all of Walmart is to be on my fucking heels.
You know what I understand is people at Walmart. There's a few people that I really don't like at Walmart. First, there's the people that are coming at you with their cart and don't move out of the way.
We'll just smash into each other. I'm not moving.
No,
either.
when I don't I'm talking when I don't have a cart.
Yeah, I was fucking little hit me.
They're coming at you, and you're walking. You're on the right side, and somehow they fucking drift over right in your fucking way because they want to look at the fucking coffee maker that you goddamn well they don't want and they don't need. So then you gotta stop and get up on your tiptoes and shimmy around. Oh, I'm sorry. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. You're sorry. Smash that coffee maker upside your fucking head. Break it, you buy it.
People drafting on me really pisses me off in a store.
And then there's the people.
It's a big store. You could go anywhere to get around me.
And you also need to have some common courtesy when you're in Walmart. This is particularly Walmart with a cart. All right? Don't just come barreling out of a fucking aisle.
Oh, I see that all the time.
Okay?
Yep, I see it all the time. They come rolling around like 63 miles an hour.
Yeah, they got 65 things of cereal, 85 things of Pop-Tarts.
And they slide out, and then they almost... Also, there's a pretty general rule of thumb that an aisle has two ways.
Yes, and it's
Just
kind of
like
like
a
a road.
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of like a road.
And when you're the only asshole going the wrong way on that side, you're fucking everything up.
Yep.
Gerald, do you want to complain about Walmart real quick?
Anything? Anything to add? Anything?
No, you guys covered it. My mom is one of those crazy ones that goes 60 miles an hour around corners and bumps into people and then looks at them crazy like it's their fault.
Oh my goodness.
Me and your mom going to have words if I ever shop.
How much do you like shopping with her?
I don't. I try to stay away from her because she's almost gotten into several fights.
You're like, call me if you need anything.
Yeah.
I'll be anywhere but right here.
Yeah, that's the key too. You're right. That's the key is they look at you like you're the asshole.
Yeah. Well, it's like people that with traffic's the same way because people still don't understand how four-way stops work, and we've been using them for a while now.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, she'll be looking at like the whatever's on the wall, like what to buy, and she'll just run into the back of people, and she'll look at them like they were in the way. And you're like, "Excuse me," and she's all like looks at him like, "Oh no, it's your fault. I ran."
How has your mom not been beat up like 1,000,000 times already?
Because she's a little old lady.
Oh, that don't hold water with me.
Dan's slamming down the Honey Bunches of Oats like, you want to go? We'll go. I feel like the walking too close gets me more than anything, and it's not just at Walmart; it's anywhere I am.
I guess
there's a whole world you don't have to walk so close to. I
don't think that's ever happened to me, honestly.
It probably has. It just doesn't bother you because people can't get the fuck off of you. But it bothers me, so it's all I can think about. I don't even know why I'm at the store anymore. I can only think about how close you are to me. Because you know when someone steps on the back of your foot, gives you like a flat tire is what we always call that?
Yeah.
And like rip your fucking shoe off because they're an asshole?
Yeah.
They're close enough that interaction could happen. But we're strangers.
Huh. It's
not like two buddies fucking with each other like we used to in school where I would grab the back of that shoe and you'd pop the fuck out of it and I'd see your dirty socks. It's not a good time.
I guess I don't think that has happened to me.
For sure it's happened. It just doesn't bother you. It probably shouldn't bother me.
I feel like it would bother me.
But I will slow down, then get over a little bit, then turn and look at them so they know that I was irritated by how close they are. And sometimes people even apologize because they realize how close they were.
There's no reason.
And I look disgusted. Yeah, I look disgusted when I pull off. So I'm like, be better. Be better than that.
Just be a better person.
Yeah, be better than that.
Be better.
Yeah, I want a shirt that just says "Be better."
They'll
think I like work out or something, and that's I'm be better in the gym.
Wasn't that her motto?
I don't know. Can you search that? Because maybe I don't want to use that.
Wasn't that her motto for the cyberbullying thing? Was be better?
Do better.
I thought it was be better.
But mine's not as deep as something like cyberbullying. I just want people to stop walking so close to me. Just give me some room.
Hey, Gerald, type in "Be Better Melania Trump."
That could pull up anything.
No, that's
a real risk.
I'm pretty sure that was her.
That sounds like there's probably websites dedicated to that.
No, not Michelle Obama. Oh, Be Best.
Be Best. Be better is better than be best.
I guess, yeah. I've been very firm and very clear on where I stand on the be best thing.
I need like the thing that's on the back of the dump truck though. Like not responsible for anything that happens if you can fucking read this. Which is also not a thing. You can't throw a brick out of your truck because you had a sign on it. I got to be cool with it.
Right.
It's just turned into a show where he's complaining and have long gaps of silence while Gerald looks up something.
Oh, yeah, us? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what.
You took a glamour shot this week.
Who did?
You.
I did. I don't know if that's...
And you look pretty cleaned up.
I am cleaned up.
Yeah, I was like, look at Dan.
Had on my nice clothes.
Yeah, you look pretty cleaned up.
Nice smile.
I was surprised.
Yeah, we did the pregnancy pictures. I think I talked about them a little bit last week. Nicole posted them. That must be where you saw it.
That's where I saw it,
Sanders'
feed.
Feed.
Howard showed it to me as well.
Oh, yes.
I was,
Yes.
He was like, because he hasn't seen you in forever.
True. Yes, he hadn't seen me in 6 years, probably.
Yeah. I was like, I see him every week, and he was like, is he cleaned up like that? I was like, no. We do a show. It'll be weird. But your beard is like full.
Yes, I do have the full beard.
I'm proud of it.
I told you.
Gerald, did you see it?
Just now.
Okay, yeah. He's cleaned up. His beard's manicured. His hair.
No, the hair is on point.
I know. That's what my very first thought was. The hair is on point.
That's the difference between supercuts and an actual barber, right there. Let me tell you.
Well, your hair is never done on here when we would do the show.
That's fair.
So my eyes were immediately drawn to the hair. I was like, "Look at that! I'll be damned."
Parted and brushed,
and he actually looks happy.
I know. Wow, that's fucked up, Gerald.
He does. No, look, it's really
it's super fucked. Yeah, he's used to seeing you when you look miserable when we're around each other.
Yeah, he's always like complaining and yelling at me, and
he still was. He just you can't tell in a picture. That doesn't carry through. You rewind 20 minutes when he said he was real good at smiling, putting a smile on.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. Did you go to a place, or is it someone you know took the photo?
We went to a place, but we have, a friend of ours in a local village has a hair salon, and upstairs is, right now it's an empty apartment, and that's where the pictures were taken. And a friend of ours is a photographer, so she came in and took the pictures at the place.
Gotcha.
It's the same salon my wife goes to, so she went and got her hair done and all that. Because that was the same day as her shower.
Did you get your hair done there?
No, I did not.
Oh.
I got to a barber, not a salon.
It's all the same.
It's not.
Somebody with a pair of scissors and a comb.
It's not.
You like that, barbers and stylists? You like what I just did there?
Yeah.
Something lumped you all together.
Yeah, remember that Be Better thing you were talking about? Oh,
it's only about walking too close to me.
Oh, it's not. It wasn't a general statement.
No, I don't give a shit about all that. Just stop walking so close to me. Gerald, do you go to a barber?
No, I go to a salon.
Okay. It's just somebody with scissors, right? All the same.
Yeah, but when I get my hair done, and now the reason I started going to a barber is because they also do the beard trim.
How about the shots fired at Supercuts? I just realized that you took aim at earlier for no reason. They didn't do anything to you.
Look, Supercuts is not a barber, okay?
You're like, that's the difference between a shitty place and a not shitty place.
That was a reference.
Supercuts was the victim.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, if you ever had a bad haircut that you were not happy with, you know what happened to fucking Supercuts. Or your mom did it.
I cut my own hair.
Well, yeah, but that's because you only had half a head of hair. Yours is easy.
He's not wrong, Gerald. I mean...
Yeah, I wasn't being mean, I was being honest.
My forehead is bigger than it used to be, whatever that means. I don't know the science behind it, but I think it's the hair.
It's grown, yes.
Yeah.
I don't think it's because your head has just naturally gotten larger.
It hasn't disappeared. It's just slid off of my head onto my back, though.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just moved. It relocated that hair.
You have the relocation of hair.
Yeah, I've repurposed the head hair.
I get it.
My beard, though, still going strong.
Mine too.
You don't lose your beard hair.
Mine too.
Isn't that weird?
It is kind of weird. Now that I think
you lose that head hair, but that beard hair.
I've never actually thought about it before, but it is weird.
You don't lose that.
Bald guys can grow a beard.
They can grow fabulous beards. It doesn't seem to be an issue. No one's like, I can't get my beard to grow.
Well,
now that I'm bald.
Well, there are people but they can never get their beard to grow. See that?
Yeah, but now that I'm bald,
that's that guy, third down, second from the left, that's how I want my beard to end up.
Third guy. So what row?
Right there. He's pointing at him.
I can't see.
Third row.
That guy?
Yeah.
Dude, that thing is like carved out of clay. Look at that line.
I know. But that's what I want. I want similar to that. I'm eventually going for like the Van Dyke look where it comes on. Because I have an angular face. Me and the barber talked about this. I have an angular...
I want to hear... Please have the conversation with us.
Well, because I have an angular face. It's a thin, angular face. So a thick, full beard would not look good on me. And I was just basically verifying my own opinions, what I thought. So basically the look I am... Right now I'm just growing so that I can get to the shaping phase. But I'm eventually going to be going with like the Van Dyke look where just like the Viking comes to a point look at the bottom. But the rest of it stays a little thinner. Because it has to fit with the angle of your face or it looks ridiculous.
Yeah, the problem with beards right now are masks.
Yeah, they are an issue.
You look super silly with
there you go.
A long beard and a mask.
Yes, I'm going for the Kratos beard.
Yeah, like 2016 Kratos.
Yeah.
He was a little more groomed, whatever year that was.
But see how he's got it? It's a lot fuller down at the bottom, and then it kind of angles up to match the angle of his face.
Are you doing the mustache?
Yes, absolutely.
Never no mustache?
Oh, not you. No, I know.
I'm talking about you. You just don't. You want to keep the mustache?
Oh, yeah. I want to keep the mustache.
Now, Gerald, as a police officer, have you thought about just going with the mustache?
No.
Okay.
I'm not a police officer.
It's one of the few careers where it's okay, so I didn't know.
I don't know. You actually sent us a text yesterday that said, since you're a cop and all.
Oh, yeah, that was being funny.
Oh. No, I saved that as evidence, something you should appreciate as a cop. Anybody want to be like, I'm not a detective? Nobody? Because I don't know how much cops are doing with the evidence. I don't even know the difference, really. I mean, I do, but I don't.
Were you just digging on cops?
No, I'm saying I don't know how much evidence collecting cops are doing versus a detective.
Same.
Oh. Well, then why do you need detectives?
See, great question. If cops could just do it.
The detectives do different things than cops do. Their specific job.
Police officers are I guess they're all police officers, but like a beat cop is not investigating a murder.
Correct.
Right.
But is a detective handing out speeding tickets?
No. They can.
Could they?
Do. Yeah, they can, but they don't.
It's above
them?
But
a patrol officer couldn't probably investigate a murder.
Patrol officers are usually ones who find the murder, and then they call a homicide detective in. Or patrol officers will start...
find it? You don't just... Who just stumbles upon a murder?
Everybody. That's how you only find dead bodies is somebody stumbles upon it. I don't know where you've been, but I watch NCIS.
It's a wellness check. It's like, hey, I haven't heard from my friend so-and-so. Can you check on them? They go over to the house and they find the dead body.
Oh.
Now, they just find it. At that point, they're like, let's call it in and go get some food.
Yeah.
With somebody else's.
Go get a donut.
Why be that way? It was too easy. You didn't have to do that.
Hey, man, low-hanging fruit. I got nothing against it.
They go get some nice lunch somewhere, maybe barbecue. I don't know. Maybe a burger, salad.
Or maybe Dunkin'.
And see, patrol officers will go to like a break-in first, like if someone breaks in a car or a house, and then they'll deem it if it needs to be investigated, and then they'll call a detective, and the detective will come out and take over.
Oh, they don't even do like a break-in.
Now does Clarksville have like the different breakdown of detectives?
Yeah,
like,
we have.
Did they have like the R&B detectives, and is different from the homicide detectives? Is different from the vice detectives? Is different from the drug detectives? Or are you just a detective and you do it all?
No, we have a breakdown.
Okay.
Yeah, we have homicide. We have normal detectives. Then we have special victims unit detectives. Then we have drug agents. And we have the.
You guys have an SVU?
Yes.
They were big time. Also, don't give out all the deets. Don't tell all the secrets.
For like child abuse, domestic abuse.
That's SVU?
Yes.
Huh. Which one are you?
Well,
none.
Which one are you a member of?
None of them.
He's a beat cop.
No, he's like on some super secret squad that he can't tell anybody about.
Yeah. Not a cop. Okay.
I'm not.
All right. That's exactly what I would say if I was a cop. That's narcotics when you can't talk about it because no one can know.
Right. And by the way, if I ask if you're a cop, you have to tell me.
That's true too. You can't give me a ticket if you didn't tell me.
No, not in Tennessee. You don't have to.
Not what?
Not in Tennessee. You don't have to.
Do you remember when things were simple when you were growing up and you thought that's how life worked? Like you're like, if they're a cop and I ask, they have to tell me.
Nope.
And then you grow up and you're like, that's not at all true.
Mm-hmm.
So if I go up to a prostitute and it turns out it's a cop and I go, hey, are you a cop? They can literally lie to my face and say, no, I'm not a cop. Take my money and then arrest me?
Correct, because they're undercover.
And then Dan's going to say that's entrapment. And then we're back to being 8 years old again.
Exactly.
No, but they're on duty. They're working, so they don't have to.
Okay, well, I'm on duty. I can't randomly lie to people.
You can.
They can.
No, I can't because I get in
you
trouble
can
for
lie to
that.
people at work if someone finds out. The problem with most interactions like that is there's just two people.
No, there's ways around prostitution. You can find a prostitute and a cop by asking one.
What
question.
are we talking about right now?
I want to know. You know what I want? I want to find a cop who's a prostitute, and I want to be like, hey, and she'll be like, hey, what's going on? Are you a cop? No. Well, that's too bad because I don't want to sleep with your skank ass anyway because I know she's a cop.
I want off the show right now. I want
to be like, I don't understand why the police officers have you out here because you are not prostitute material.
Just ask them to take nude pictures of them.
My new, they just get that off the internet. My new text. My new text home for Dan is just
physical contact. It doesn't count as prostitution.
Correct. If you just say, "Hey, I'll pay you $20 to take some nude photos of you," a cop will say no because they won't do it. But a prostitute will more likely say yes.
My new text home for Dan is just Dan saying, "I want to find a cop prostitute." Every time you send me a text, it's going to go off. The show took a turn. It got dark and got weird.
I got angry at the state of Tennessee trampling all over the Constitution.
Oh, my goodness. It's a good thing you don't call this home anymore.
Oh, it is.
It's a good thing you left God's country here. We make our own rules.
God's country, you bunch of heathens. What are you talking about? Trample all over my American rights.
To get a prostitute?
Prostitution should be legal, by the way. All sex work should be
Go to the
legal.
Bunny Ranch.
It should be legal.
Well,
and not in
Tennessee,
one
Gerald.
spot. Yeah. Pull up that Blake Shelton God's country on the quick,
Jesus
though.
Christ.
My man's from Oklahoma. But I hear you.
Blake Shelton, go away.
Is he from Oklahoma or does he just live in Oklahoma? Can we verify that?
He doesn't even live in Oklahoma anymore because he's somewhere Gwen Stefani, Atlanta or something, isn't he?
L.A., I think. And Nashville.
Wherever it is. Maybe it's Nashville.
But he was born in Oklahoma, though.
Yeah, born in Oklahoma.
Yeah. So it's a little mixed messaging when he's singing about God's country because I don't.
Because you don't think Oklahoma's God's country. You think?
Well, he says whistling Dixie, which I don't think you do in Oklahoma.
What's fair?
Yeah, so I got to think he means the South.
I'm pretty sure that's not part of that belt.
Yeah. Colorado.
Rocky Mountain High.
Huh. Colorado's nice.
You been? I've never been.
It's nice. Most places have nice places, you know?
Oh, yeah, I agree.
There's a nice part of pretty well any state, I think.
Yeah, without a doubt. Usually it's the people that ruin it, not the places.
Almost always the people that ruin it. Like prostitutes that don't tell you they're cops.
Yeah.
As Dan pointed out earlier, that'll ruin a place quicker than anything.
They don't have to volunteer the information, but if you ask and they tell you, then that should be it. And I believe it does work that way in some states.
You know, you have to ask a police officer that happened to be on a video game show that hadn't happened to not talk about any video games yet. Hey, look, he pulled up my refrigerator. He's trying to change the subject.
Uh-huh.
That refrigerator is changing my life for the better.
Now, do you have the... Go ahead, Joe.
I was going to ask, so did you get it installed and everything?
Oh, yeah. I have the Samsung Family Hub. So Samsung makes a couple different models of things with screens in them. I don't know the difference. I just know that I have the Family Hub. The Family Hub is basically a tablet inserted in my refrigerator.
Okay.
It
also
apps.
has a camera in it to see inside the camera.
There's 3 cameras inside of it that stitch together the entire internal view of my refrigerator. It also identifies the products in my refrigerators very poorly and then tells me what I could make with said ingredients that I don't actually have. I think you can tweak that.
Got it.
I think you can say like, hey, that's not beer, that's milk because it's in a milk bottle. You asshole. And then once you do, it'll start to identify that as milk from there on out. So
God forbid you put a beer bottle in there.
It'll tell you have milk. No, I don't know. It told me Hershey's syrup. It told me that was beer.
Interesting.
But it was turned sideways, and it tells you that you should always have labels out because it'll help.
Got it.
But so it's the same refrigerator I had, just with a screen inside, basically, or a screen on the outside. But it's you have access to any. I mean, it has a browser, so you can go to any site you want to go to.
You can use. You can listen to music. Watch a video.
It has Pandora built in. I think Pandora. It has Spotify built in. It has Amazon Music built in. You can display your pictures any way you want. You can do slideshows. It incorporates your Google Calendar, or your Outlook calendar, so you can link those right over. It automatically changes the home screen based on the weather and gives you the weather update as well.
I could roll with one of those. What I really want is that washer and dryer that talk to each other, and the washer says, "Hey, I'm almost done," so it makes this dryer speed up or slow down and shit.
Yeah, I don't have that.
That.
So that's mine exactly right there. Not the refrigerator, but the screen. That's like what my home screen looks like. You have 3 home screens. See, like you just click on Instacart and it just pops up that app. But if I want to go to, so I think it has like Uber Eats or whatever built in. But if you want to go to DoorDash, that's not an app. So you just have to save the shortcut for the DoorDash website on there, and
save it to your home.
Yeah, it's an Android tablet.
Yeah.
But like with Amazon Music, I just walk up and I have Amazon Music on my home screen as a button. I just walk up and hit play and it starts playing out of my refrigerator.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I use YouTube Music.
Yes, it's. I don't know if YouTube is. I think YouTube is on there, but I don't know about
the music app. Well, it's Google. Google just recently changed it, so probably not. It might require an update. It used to be Google Music, and then they changed it over to YouTube Music. I don't. It updates automatically. The apps do. They've been updating. I keep checking because I like to catch stuff that's not updated. I think I enjoy the process of updating stuff because I periodically go through everything on my PlayStation and hit update also. I do too.
But I keep trying to get my damn refrigerator, and every time I click on it, it's like all apps are updated. Updated last night, and I'm like, you son of a bitch.
That happens with my TV.
It updates without you ever being able to prompt it.
Yeah.
Which is the way you want it, but I like to try to catch things, slipping. I also got... I bought a Finn smart water monitor for my hot tub. I think I told you I was going to get it.
You did?
I got it.
Yeah.
And my water was fucked. And I didn't know.
Oh.
I was using just a cheap little pH monitor that I got. I threw the Finn in there, and it's like, whoa, don't get in your hot tub. Let's get this corrected. And so, first off, the thing feels super junky. I want to say that. It feels so cheap. So shout out to Finn for making something that feels cheap that's going to float in water its entire life. It also has a sealed battery that can't be replaced. Now, I knew all this before I bought it. Mm-hmm. As long as you keep the subscription, though, it's under warranty, and a battery exchange is part of warranty. So you send that one in, they send you a brand new one. you have to really keep the warranty because it's or the subscription because it's kind of worthless without it.
Right.
So it's super simple. When I get it, it has me set up the bridge. It has me set up the floaty part. And then it says, hey, just throw me in the hot tub and let me get some water samples. Let me see what's going on. And then I'll get back to you in 30 minutes. In the meantime, go ahead and scan the brand of chemicals that you're using for your hot tub. So I scan them. Boom, pops it straight in, imports them right over. Here's the shock I'm using. Here's the pH up. Here's the pH down. Here's I scan everything I'm using. And it also says, hey, are you running what kind of hot tub are you running? And I have the Add Ease system. It's an option. I click on it. It says perfect. That system automatically regulates the chlorine for you. So we're going to remind you when it's time to change that. And we're also going to check just to verify that's all good to go. And so it's like change everything out, start fresh now, which I didn't do because I just changed them. I just said I was good to go on that.
Right.
But yeah, so it told me my pH was low, and it was like, hey, we want you to add a tablespoon of pH, increaser of the product that you have. So I put it in. It's like, hey, now we're going to wait 3 hours, and we're going to test again because we don't want to spike it. We want to gradually bring it up. Like it's like hot tubs for dummies.
This works with pools too, right?
Yeah. But it talks to me like I'm a small child, which is what I need.
Right.
Because water is complicated. And then so it tells me, hey, my alkalinity is low. Here's why that's important. And I'm like, see, all I ever needed was to have it explained to me, like on why. Like, hey, that's harder on the surface of your pool or hot tub. But if you go too high, that's harder on your pump and it'll cause calcium buildup. Like it just explains all those things. And why it's important to keep it in the correct range.
Might have to look into one of those for my pool.
Yeah. I
what is it, like $8 a month or something? $9 a month probably?
$99 a year. The first year is free. So something like that. Yeah. Was that $7, $8 a month?
Yeah. Did you get it directly from Finn or?
I did not. I bought it off eBay.
Okay.
Found it $40 cheaper over there. But I thought I broke it. So I would say buy it off of Finn or Amazon because I thought I broke it. There's also 2 models. One of those models is discontinued.
Oh.
The easy way to tell is you see that picture right there with the circle on the app?
Yep.
If the front of the box has that picture on it, it's the new one. If it has a different menu than that on it, it's the old one.
Okay. I'll probably go straight to Finn.
Yeah, I probably should have because I thought I broke it. There's a process for turning it on, and I followed the process perfectly to take it apart and then just thought I would fucking smash it back together because I was excited, I guess. So it's like, hey, turn me sideways and pull me down. I'm like, oh, yeah. Turn it sideways, pull it down, pops right out the bottom plug there.
Uh-huh.
To put it back up, I'm like, let me align it perfectly and just fucking jam it back up in there, even though that's not how it had me take it apart. Yeah, that's the correct box. The other box is, it looks exactly the same, but the app is different. And that blue square up top, I think is orange, where it says, works with all types of pools and hot tubs or whatever. The other one says like Best in Innovation 2018 or 2016 or something. So just be careful there. But it's a good purchase, and I waited to make it because I was concerned that it wouldn't be good.
And it tells you like how much to add.
So
and it stays in the water and alerts you when you need to add something?
Yeah, it shoots you a push notification. That's the old box right there. Gerald did a good job. Stay away from that.
Okay.
It has 2 orange squares up top. Yeah, it just sends me a push notification. Like, so I started getting the water right yesterday. I put it in 2 nights ago when I got home from work. And then yesterday while I was at work, it goes, hey, like, 1 more tablespoon of that's all we need. So you take a tablespoon, you put in there, you open the app, you click done. It's like, perfect. I'm going to monitor the water for 3 hours, and then I'll let you know. And then I'm sitting there, my phone goes off, and it's like, hey, you're balanced now. That hot tub, good to go.
Nice.
I was like, holy shit, I did it.
Before you were using like strips or something, and it was coming out wrong?
So you still have to use test strips for this thing. It actually takes you take a picture of the test strip and it sends it to the people who analyze it. It's probably a computer. But it monitors some stuff in real time. It comes with strips for the whole year. When you do the new one, they send you new strips.
Okay.
But if you feel like, hey, I want an extra check, you can do the strips. If not, you can just make sure you're staying balanced. It's wild. But yeah, like right now, if I wasn't using my phone for this, I could just pop it open and it would tell me exactly where the hot tub is, temperature. It'll even tell you temperature, all that stuff, which is nice for the pool.
Yeah.
I know what my hot tub is on because it's set, but, you know.
I might have to look into that. Because we're also still looking at getting like a solar warmer. So.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, the thing feels like flimsy plastic. You also need an outlet that's close enough for Bluetooth to work. I don't know what your situation is.
Oh, I have one.
Okay. But yeah, I would recommend it to someone.
I don't need Wi-Fi,
now.
I need Bluetooth. It doesn't run off Wi-Fi, it runs off Bluetooth.
It does work off Wi-Fi. I think I connect through Wi-Fi, but I think it connects to itself through Bluetooth.
Okay.
Now, I could be wrong. What does it say?
I can use either.
Wi-Fi and Bluetooth.
Oh. Yeah, so I think the fin, the bobber, the floater they call that thing, connects to the bridge via Bluetooth, but I connect to it via Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
Because you can check it from anywhere.
Right.
You can be out at the store, like, I wonder what temperature the pool is. Also, do I need to add anything?
Yeah.
Even though I'm not home to do it.
That might be something to look into.
Yeah.
We're still waiting for our invite.
So you're still waiting for an invite?
To Dan's pool?
No, to Ryan's hot tub.
Well,
you're
it's
probably
winterized.
not getting one. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
It's winterized.
Yeah, I know.
You're probably not getting one. It's winterized.
We drained it. It's put up. Covers on it. Took it down. Let the air out of it. Inflatable Coleman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really do gatherings.
I know. That's why I told him just to hold this. Make sure he doesn't
I definitely don't do gatherings at my residence.
Half naked.
You can go in fully clothed. You get in just jeans or whatever, polo.
What kind of psychopath does that?
I mean, people do.
Not anybody I want to be hanging around.
You never just get a nice pair of cargo pants on and just get right in the pool?
Nope.
It feels good when you get out and just have that.
I can't stand if I'm wearing pants and they get wet.
You said that material's stuck to you. It's good. Yeah, look at that inflatable one that has 24 people in it that was in that picture.
Yeah, I know.
Gross. Look at all those people in that.
I looked into getting, it's like one of the soft, I'm looking into getting one of the soft tubs.
That's what that one I keep trying to get him to pull up, but he pulls up all the gross ones that have too many people in it.
It's not inflatable, but it's
that one. Not that. They're business suits. What if we did a show? Hear me out. What if we did a show fully clothed in a hot tub?
No,
like an interview show.
I know. I'm gone that week.
And we get celebrities to get in the hot tub fully clothed as well.
We don't even know any fucking celebrities. What are you talking about?
Because we didn't launch the hot tub show yet.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, but these soft tubs, they're not inflatable, but they're not. They're hard to explain. But they're like $600.
Those inflatable ones aren't bad. I mean, I know I was talking shit about them a minute ago. But they're not bad. Like that square one there looks super nice. Like if you have like people coming over and you've got like an inflatable screen and like you do backyard gatherings, like I could see you airing that sucker up. What the fuck is that? Oh, one of those bubbles. Those COVID bubbles. They have like those injection molded like round ones that you can get that are fairly inexpensive.
That's one of the ones, like that Best Way one. That's one of the ones I was looking at. I guess it is inflatable.
Yeah, that's inflatable.
No, because if it was inflatable, then you wouldn't be able to actually sit or stand on those things.
So what I think is the inside of that hot tub is inflatable, not the shell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I can work with that. But
yeah, see that white part? I think that's like inflatable.
But yeah, they're only like $600. That's maybe more the way to go for us.
The jet situation is what's important, though. How many jets are we talking?
I don't know. My wife has just talked. My wife likes sitting in the hot. She's not about the jets. She's about the hot water. Sitting in the hot water and relaxing. So
yeah, I'm both. I like to do just the hot water. Now, Gerald, you're a hot tub connoisseur, you told us. Do you prefer jets on, jets off?
Jets on.
All the time?
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes I just treat it like a bath. I mean, I'm not going in to get clean, but I just soak in the hot.
Mm-hmm.
I always start with jets, full pressure. Mine has 2 pumps. I'll do full speed on both of them. Typically, I'll start there, and then once they cut off, I'll just float. I'll just relax. But look for Hot Tub Talk launching soon. It's like
it's probably not.
It's a lot like Kevin Hart's ice water.
It's probably
that he does.
It's probably not. It's probably not like Kevin Hart's ice water, and it's probably not launching soon either.
I mean, soon's relative.
For full transparency,
I'll look into it. How about that?
Okay, we'll go with that. Ryan's going to look into it.
Now, we had a story prepared, but we just talked for like an hour.
Yeah,
so do you even feel like
we can brush over it real quick? Just give our quick opinions of it. First of all, did any of you guys play anything this week?
Just nothing of note. A little bit of Rocket League, a little bit of Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, a little bit of Animal Crossing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to. I think that might have been it. I want to play that Marquette? Whatever. What's the new game that was on PS Plus?
Oh, I don't know.
It's the one with like the diorama city thing. I think you can.
Oh, yeah. Maquette.
It's like a puzzle game. Maquette, yeah. I want to play that.
We'll play
like
it.
It's on my short list of things I'm going to play. I'm thinking about getting back into SnowRunners. And we're still need to start Elder Scrolls, so.
Oh. How about you?
There's a lot on the horizon, but my work schedule is still adjusting to the fact that sometimes I open and sometimes I close.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't figured out what time I'm supposed to go to bed yet. So I'm still working through what the sweet spot is as far as time goes.
It's probably not the same time every night is the thing.
It's not. So once I figure that out, I think I'll be in good shape to play more. But right now I'm still confused. I'm also canceling cable, and I'm trying to catch up on... so I started watching Walking Dead when it was a thing.
Uh-huh.
And then quit watching it like season 5, and then never watched it again until like a month ago. And then I caught all the way up on Netflix, but I'm trying to finish season 10, I think, which is what's on now on AMC before I cancel my cable.
Gotcha.
Because I'm using the app. So I'm trying to catch up on that. So I've been watching more of that than playing.
Fair
just
enough.
To be caught up.
What about you, Gerald?
GTA and Star Trek Online. It's pretty much the only thing I've been playing.
So same thing as last week.
Yep.
You're nothing if not consistent.
Hey, at least there's no Fallout.
I don't care if you play Fallout. You play all the Fallout you want.
I agree. Play Fallout if you want.
But I'm pretty consistent too because I didn't play much either. I played some Outriders. That's it.
Yeah, it's hard to believe based on the last 2 weeks. This show's even about video games.
Oh, I know. I have so much going on right now, and
yeah. You're having a child.
Right.
I just started a new job. Now, Gerald, you don't have a fucking excuse as a cop. I know you have time.
Yeah.
But Dan and I have been very busy.
Well, the wife and I have been watching shows. We're trying to branch out and watch some stuff.
I don't know if that's a good enough excuse.
Yeah, I get it. That's what Nicole and I, the wife and I, have been watching. Well, I say we. It really hasn't been we. It's been her watching TV and me watching some TV. Because what happens is once I get done doing whatever it is I got to do, it's like 9 o'clock or a little after.
Yeah.
So I sit in my chair, prepare to play some games, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to bed in like an hour and a half or something like that. There's no sense to even start getting into something right now. So I'll just pop on a movie and watch, a movie for an hour and a half, Especially, that's what I like about the old movies, like the old 80s, early 90s
You could finish
movies,
one?
is they were fucking 90 minutes or less.
Yeah.
So
what's the new stuff you're watching, Gerald?
It's not really new stuff. It's just older stuff that we decided to jump in.
It's
like
new to you, though.
Black Sails, Blind Spot.
Yep. I watched Blind Spot for a while.
The TV show C. It's on Apple. It's Jason Momoa.
Oh.
The whole world is blind. They lost their sight, and it's interesting.
Not a lot of driving, huh?
No. A lot of walk around with sticks, touching wood.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Is that a comedy?
It's not a comedy.
No.
I think that's pretty obvious.
It's lots of death.
Is it a dramedy? Which is the thing people say now.
I finished watching
a lot of older Hong Kong films, so but that's what I've been watching. You know,
I definitely don't watch that or see. I've just been watching The Walking Dead from 25 years ago.
So, I've been watching movies that are older than that. I mean, you know,
I'm on the current season now. I'm catching up.
Hard Boiled, Bulletproof.
It's pretty good, ain't it?
A Better Tomorrow.
The Walking Dead?
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Do you wish you didn't stop, or are you glad?
I'm glad that I'm taking it in the way that I'm taking it in. It's been very delightful just to go episode to episode, and because I don't speak to people like that, nothing's even been ruined for me. Or if it was ruined so long ago that I don't even remember.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, I'm like, oh shit. But here's the thing: this is the first time I've publicly told anyone that I'm catching back up on it, because I'm afraid someone will be like, "What part are you at?" and then they'll want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I've just not said anything to anyone, because I'm like, I'm just going to catch up on my own pace, and then I'll talk about it all the way through. But you won't remember because it happened 7 years ago, but it just happened for me. It's been good. That show's not bad. It goes places.
Now, do you watch the spinoffs?
No, I don't. It's Fear the Walking Dead. I started in real time, and I didn't like it. If I wasn't canceling cable, I think I would probably watch it once I catch up on this one.
Me and my wife watched that one. We like that one too.
Yeah. What's the other one? You said spin-offs. Is there another one?
Yeah, there's a newer one. It's only one season.
What's it called?
A New World or something like that.
They didn't even know that existed.
It's mainly about a bunch of kids traveling. It's 10 years after. And it dives in more into deep of other stuff that's going on in The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I'll probably just do this one. I'm a fan of. They do a really good job of making you care about people, then taking them away, and then you're being fine with it because there's new people to care about.
Dan's like, I don't give a shit.
He loves The Walking Dead. Look at him. This chiseled beard. They can't see the middle fingers on audio, Dan. You have to tell them you're shooting us the birds.
Middle fingers. One for you, and one for you. Now we're going to cross them just like that. There you go.
Yeah, we're number one.
Don't cross the stream.
Or do. Depends on the goal. Depends on what you're doing.
Depends if you're trying to take out Gozer or not. Little Ghostbusters humor there, guys. Come on.
No, if we can't enjoy The Walking Dead, you can't enjoy Ghostbusters.
Fair.
I mean, I think we could all agree, right?
I never said you couldn't enjoy
Your
The
face
Walking
said it,
Dead.
Dan. Your face said it. You didn't look anything like the photo shoot face. I'll tell you that. Gerald thought they photoshopped your happiness in that.
No.
He didn't believe it. You look happy. Is that the shittiest thing anyone said to you about that photo?
It wasn't meant to be mean. It was supposed to be like, hey, damn, he actually really looks.
No, keep talking. It's even worse. He actually looks happy now.
Because some of his other photos is like, okay, I'm just smiling to smile. He used to have the one where he's on the front of the grill that he made.
With a beer?
Yeah, he's drunk in that photo. He's happy in that.
Happy as fuck.
Yeah. You actually look happy. I know you meant it as a compliment, but it's fucked up.
Angry Dan.
I get it. I get it.
Makes sense.
I'm not known for my
for your sunny disposition.
Yeah,
I just listened to last week's episode and see how he was treating me.
Wait, you were pissy last week.
I was a little bit.
Yeah. Extra.
Yeah. I don't know, Gerald. You went a little far with your hatreds of certain things. I remember.
Certain things or certain people?
Well, it wasn't just
one
people,
specific
it was also,
person he likes.
It was also. It's not about me liking her. It's about
you do like Natalie Portman, though.
The way you base your judgment on it,
and yet he does hate her.
That's what got me. That's what got me was how you base your judgment of your film critiques based on I don't like this person as an actor.
I mean, I'm going to stay out of this because we just did it last week.
I'm just glad it's only those two. I hate to tell him the rest of them.
You can tell me the rest of them.
No.
I want to know.
Hey, what
now.
if we do
tell
this?
Me.
What if we just dedicate an entire episode to your top 10 hated people?
I want to know who they are.
No real people.
No, I don't care.
People we
I don't
know.
care who he hates. I have people I hate that he probably likes. But
I don't even.
Everybody on The Walking Dead.
See, I knew you couldn't handle it. Even wait this whole time to fucking find some way to shit on The Walking Dead.
Leave Glenn alone. Leave him alone.
That show's good.
I've heard it's good. I liked the first season, but everything just seemed to drag.
It's on Netflix. Just catch all the way up so we can act like it just came out.
Well, yeah, but I read all the comics.
It don't matter.
Gonna be different
what happens in the
that?
comics is different.
I know it is, but it was very, very slow for me.
Yeah, what if you called up now, though, and we acted like it was brand new together?
I don't have an interest in it. Sorry.
You're watching shit movies from 1920.
I'm having interest in that. Yeah.
He only likes movies that came out in the Boomer era.
Yeah, fucking Boomer.
I think today I'm going to... You motherfucker.
Exactly what a Boomer would say.
I feel like I'm probably going to go watch Sand Sharks later today.
I'm not.
That Brooke Hogan classic. Contemporary classic.
Brooke Hogan and classic don't often end up in the same sentence together.
That's why I thought it was a nice juxtaposition.
I think I'm on episode 7 of season 10 of The Walking Dead.
I don't even know how many seasons there are.
10.
Oh, well then.
A lot.
I guess you're in a good place.
Yeah, a lot. I will say, and this is the last thing I want to say, some episodes I'm not a fan of.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anytime they show you like a flashback,
yeah,
Gerald, you know what I'm talking about. When they're like, yeah, here's how they got here. I don't give a shit about that. But because I'm binging everything, I know that the story's going to pick up. Now I can't imagine having to wait a week for that. That would probably piss me off.
Mm-hmm.
Binge watching is like one of the best inventions ever.
Yeah,
especially
but I'm not
TV
waiting anytime.
series.
So I don't have to ruin this then, because you know what happens with Rick, right? Those people take him.
Yeah, but I'm not. That's all I know.
Okay, so those people, this newest show that they have, The Walking Dead, not this series, but one of the spinoffs, is basically dedicated on those people who took Rick.
Oh, but see, I don't even give a shit though. I just want to know what happens to Rick. Like, I don't need the backstory of everybody. Like, you meet somebody new, and then there's a whole episode dedicated to that person. But because of the way I'm watching it, that's just 40 minutes, and then I'm good to go.
And then they kill that person off in 6 episodes.
Yeah,
it's like why you spent all that time getting us to like the person, you kill them off.
Yeah, they also do that thing that a lot of things do, where they toy with whether or not you like somebody or not.
Yeah.
Is he good? Is he bad?
Yeah. Is there a difference? I don't even know. The world's pretty fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's it. That's all. I don't even think we should talk about this story. It's long. I got to work today.
Since we're long? Okay.
Gerald's got a thing to do. You've got to go shape your beard.
We're really getting the game. We need to change our... From now on, we're just going to be the official Stitch podcast.
Stitch. We just talk about sutures for an hour. Or Lilo and Stitch.
Anything was Stitch.
A Disney classic.
Talk about crocheting.
Cross stitch.
A cross stitch. I like a good cross stitch.
Yeah. There's not a lot of stitches.
Oh, there are plenty of stitchers. We just don't know them because we're neither tailors, seamstresses, nor surgeons.
Medically trained. Drill's a cop. He should have a basic working understanding of.
Not a cop.
I'm not a cop.
You can say that and be a cop in Tennessee. We established that.
Right. So
I do not have a badge.
Hold on.
Do not have a badge.
Can you say I'm not a cop, or are you a cop? No.
Don't know that one.
Okay.
Like if we ask, are you a cop? No. I need you to tell me specifically that you are not a cop. Can they say I am not a cop?
I can find out.
I don't even know if it's that. I don't know if we should be giving out that kind of advice.
Yeah, me either. I don't know. But you need to find out for me there, Gerald, Texas Ranger.
To the fucking criminals that listen to this show.
Like who?
I mean, no one's like, hey, I'm a criminal.
Dan's just trying to find a prostitute.
But what if you admit that in Tennessee? Does that count?
Dan's only trying to find a prostitute to scream that she's a skank, apparently.
Just so he can bust them.
Right, into her face.
Right, exactly.
For being a cop.
Exactly. You guys are getting it now. It's about it's a principle.
Remember when I said the show was mildly offensive from the very beginning? We just... Another successful show.
I believe it was mildly insensitive.
Well, this is the start of Dan's new YouTube show, Are You a Cop?
Yeah. Where he just walks up to random prostitutes and asks them if they're police officers.
That reminds me, on Instagram, there's this... I follow these people called cart narcs. And all they do is follow people around in different parking lots who didn't put their carts back.
And call them out on it?
Yeah, it's fucking great.
Hey, before we go, I don't send Dan TikToks, but I sent Dan a TikTok.
You did send me a TikTok.
Because I felt obligated to share that with you.
That was amazing. I want one of those.
This gentleman's local video store in his hometown had gone out of business, so he bought all the fixtures and set it up in his basement. But he went like above and beyond.
Yeah.
Like his viewing room with like the old console TV, like everything was perfect about that.
I mean, it even had a spot to like. Remember, this is in his basement. He had like the walk behind counter with the cash register.
He had like the real outside door.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking cool.
All the shelving with like the DVDs and stuff on it. He had like a room that I would only assume like you do the rewinding in and stuff.
Yep.
If they weren't Blu-ray.
He had one of those old school car rewinders.
Yeah. And then he had a viewing room that was set up like a 1980s living room. And it was pretty perfect.
Pretty fucking sweet.
And all I could think is if Dan somehow found himself extremely wealthy and single.
Those are the two keys.
Yeah, this would be him.
Yeah.
100%.
No, I would probably, if I were to do it, don't get me wrong, that was cool. And I really, really liked it. But if I were to do it, I would probably go more for the movie theater experience.
Yeah, I could see that. There's something about that front room he walks in though that got me in my feels, and I'm not even.
Walk in, it's like, oh my god, this is my hometown rental.
It looked like everybody's hometown rental store.
Corner store, yeah.
Yeah, it looked like everybody's hometown rental place when he opened the door, and he had like an outside door inside his basement. Like I don't know, there was something magical about.
Cool. But if I were to do it personally at my house, I would end up doing more like a movie theater style thing.
Yeah. Because that's functional.
So,
I mean, you're going to use that.
I would have like a popcorn machine. I would have.
Yeah, see, this guy has a lot of movies. It's not like this though. It's like he built a fucking video store.
Right.
Like the whole store. Like if you grabbed it out of whatever strip center it's in and just shoved it in your basement.
That movie is not good, by the way. I've seen it.
Look at that.
But yes, he's even got all the old cards.
Yeah, this is a different guy, but it looks more like a news store you'd walk in. That one, there's something, like even the lighting's kind of shitty.
Yeah, like the thing, like this video that we're watching right here, what this looks like is a,
like a store that would exist now that sold retro movies and
yes.
games and stuff.
Yeah, but that guy's, the TikTok you sent me looks like a fucking video store that you walked in 1987.
Yeah, like he just ripped it up from there. it's so
like
really
he pulled it out of time.
It's very good. But yeah, we'll try to do better and maybe talk about video games next week. We did pull a story that Dan found, but we just chatted for too long about things that didn't matter. And so we'll try to do better next week. If you want to support us, head over to patreon.com/GameStitch. Just like Mike, just like Thomas, and just like Zach did. We appreciate you guys.
We love you guys.
We'll try to make better content, but I don't know. No promises. No. I got the hiccups here on the closing.
We do need to hear what you like. I don't know. Maybe you guys really, really enjoy this, and that's fine. But you need to let us know so we can come up with some sort of direction for what.
Maybe
you guys...
you really, really hate this, and you should let us know.
Which is fine, too. But either way, you need to let us know so we can. Because believe it or not, and I don't know if you've gathered this about us from all the time you've been listening, but we don't do real well with giving ourselves direction. We kind of need direction.
Yeah, so let us know on Twitter @game_stitch what you think we should change, what we should keep, blah, blah, blah. What you like, what you hate. You can also just send it to Podcast Ryan on Twitter. I suggest you don't, but you could do that. Shirtless Dan probably don't. At Hoffman Show for Gerald. You probably could send it to him, but you should just send it to everybody.
Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, maybe he'll tweet out asking.
Did we get any move from Natalie Portman or John Cena, Gerald?
We did not.
No movement.
I can verify we did not.
Okay, well, there's still time, guys.
Natalie Portman is too busy getting jacked.
Well, she also doesn't have a Twitter.
She also didn't. No, she had. No. Was it her?
No.
Yes, you're right. It wasn't her that didn't have a Twitter.
The likelihood that she heard about us on a platform that she doesn't have.
Almost zero.
Low. It's low.
It's almost
We're going to
zero.
have to hook the big fish, John Cena, and get him to bring her in.
I don't even know if they're friends, though.
No, they're friends. He's a delightful man. Who's not friends with him?
Definitely friends. Uh-oh.
What did you that's gonna do? That's going to do it for 425. We appreciate you sitting through it. 426. What is it?
I was,
426?
Yep, 426.
426. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. This is one of those 2 episodes. Thanks for being a part of it. Gerald,
I'm like 99.9% sure it's 426.
Gerald, what episode do you think it is?
426.
Now, are you you said it pretty confidently.
Yeah.
Okay. Gerald's like, I'm almost in my word count. Don't make me blow it.
I absolutely did.
Don't make me blow my word count. I've got 2 left. I'm saving them in case. Just in case I need to hit a fuck Cena on the way out. Yeah, that's all I have. You guys have anything?
No. Just have a good week.
Yeah. Or don't. Your choice.
Have a good week.
We'll be back next week. Same time, same place. Good night.
Good night.